Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Surviving Mars Strategy and Tactics, Episode 14. So, I was going to just advance time a little bit, just to let things get themselves in order so I can show off my next move, but then I got told a meteor is about to hit. So, let's see how our system holds up to a direct impact.
Cable fault reported. Pipe leak reported.
Yeah, that took out quite a bit. That certainly did. Now the good thing is, the building's malfunctioned, but everything else still seems to be working. We did lose a couple of pipes here, as it was a direct impact. It actually missed the dome just barely. I thought it was going to hit the dome. But yeah, this will need to be put on. But even though this whole section has been taken out, our dome remains healthy because we've got backups. We've got redundancies. So we got the good stuff here. So our dome is not going to suddenly suffer and curl up and die. That being said, if the drones could hurry it up a little bit and get back to doing what they need to do to fix that stuff up, that would be awesome!
Research complete.
And there's our 3D machining, just as our machine parts were getting low. So now we can build our own machine parts factory. Plenty of resources to construct this beast. Now we are going to be spiking our power requirements down here by 30. Building a bunch of wind turbines would be tricky here. Actually, you know what? We could do it. We could start introducing Stirlings to the mix, or at least a Stirling to the mix. And I will explain my. Actually, let's not put you quite so close to the dust producer. Thank you. Put you down here. Actually, put you right here. And then maybe a couple of extra wind turbines. Actually, a couple more wind turbines might be in order here. Just to keep this beast fed. We don't want to use something that demands too many machine parts, being that we are running low on them. That's back up online. Still have some leaky pipes here, which we may or may not be able to save. It's still bleeding water. The damage is a bit too extensive to isolate and starve. Alright, we've got our metals extractor built here. I am going to open up this
sector
extra
scanned.
shift here. Just so that our university knows that we need more geologists now. And actually, I think our next shuttle will be more people, more colonists rather than stuff. Provided I can get my machine parts manufacturing up and running in time. Well, they're building the factory, so that was quick. But yeah, we're definitely going to need more warm bodies here. We'll wait for the first shift to fill itself up. Yeah, I'm not going to turn it on for second shifts here. But that will get us our machine parts flowing again. Concrete is still a bit of a concern here. We may
resources are low.
Reach out and grab some of this, because this is a lot of concrete in this area. And this will actually coincide with the location of a future expansion dome once we're ready to expand out that far. But in the meantime, I think we can nurse our supplies of it around here. Maybe, maybe reach out to this patch. That's a distinct possibility. We just need to research up some drone hubs to reach our way over there and just start pulling that stuff in. I think that might be next up on our docket, is drone hubs to build our own. What other bits of low-hanging fruit do we want to look into? Smart home. Well, we don't need smart homes now. We don't need micromanagement. Oh yeah, the bioscaping is what I meant to get before, to aid in baby production. Yeah, we don't need general training because we've kind of obsoleted that. Yeah, rover command AI, not a bad idea. We could also, drone assembler. This actually might be a good idea too. We could make our own, manufacture our own damn drones. Because we certainly need more of them, and I don't want to keep importing them, so might as well get it ourselves. Yeah, you guys get the whip. Gotta make sure you actually produce what's needed, and yeah, we're gonna turn on more in here. I know we're gonna sort of bleed dry some of the others, but we need more. We need more machine parts in here. Not with our supply looking like that. Yeah. All right, Sharky, get the heck out of here. We need more warm bodies. More colonists, please. All right. We've got our metal mine producing here, so we are not quite as hypercritically dependent on our thing. In fact, I think we're going to. Do we want to amplify? What's our grid looking like here? Excuse me. Our grid can take an amplify. Oh, not upgraded wind turbine. That's no good. Yeah, our polymer income is doing decently well. Yeah, everybody moved into the slightly nicer living quarters, but now we've got enough room in here. Alright. Yeah, see, this is what we want. Vacant work slots, vacant residential slots. And we can open up another work slot somewhere to sort of kick that in. Yeah, you're all good. In fact, you know what? I think. Do I want to have 3 here? I think this will be our next work slot, so we can get people going in here at all hours. That'll bring that up, and then if we ice the hydroponic farm, that'll bring this up by a few.
Research complete.
Low G drive, now our drones are faster, finally. Let's take a look at our worker slot versus residential slot. See here...
Pipe leak reported.
Our worker slots are not quite as populated, but we also have a lot more housing slots than we need. We actually are... We're going to shed some of these residential slots. In fact, let's shed them now. Because these people need a little bit more happiness here. They need a little bit more comfort. I think they need a bar. Possibly. Well, we'll see. Let's just see how the math hashes itself out now. So now we've got only 11 residential slots to 18 work slots. So perhaps not having something that would do that. Actually, what I think we can do is we can turn off the research lab at night. We do want the diner on, but we will restrict you to one person each. You need to be one person each. So now that trims things up nicely. We've got one unemployed person. Why are you unemployed? You guys got plenty of stuff.
Dust storm approaching. Cable fault reported.
And here's our lovely Sterling. And notice how its maintenance isn't going up because it is currently closed. More on this in a little bit as to what we're going to be doing with our Sterlings, because Sterlings serve a very important purpose. A homeless engineer moving to Fishbowl. Fair enough.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Oh, let's start working our way down here. And you, my friend, need to resume operations. There you go, 82. Well, yeah, this is home of all kinds of stuff. So we'll just tell you to get whatever you can get your hands on. And bring it to general storage. Now, we could, if we put more houses back in here, we could presumably do this, but actually this is going to free up some work slots once this rare metals extractor dries up, which, by the way, by that time we will have moved on to a richer place. We can tap into this one as a temporary measure.
Funding received.
All right, funding received. Let's fetch our new passengers. This will probably be our last passenger rocket that we need, because at that point we will be self-sustaining by way of babies. And yeah, we want everyone but security. And in fact, no specializations are fine. And here's I'm going to see if I can get away with this. Age group. All right, there are. So I can't say no to all adults, but we can get mostly youths, because that's actually what I'm more interested in. Do we have any special perks? No, there's a saint. We can bring in a saint. I don't mind a saint. All right, let's review. Let's see here. Religious hippie enthusiast? Yes, please. There's our saint. We don't really need more medics at the moment, or engineers. Well, yeah, we need engineers. I'm actually okay taking no specializations, because they're going to go and get trained up. Wait, what are... I'm not taking no specialization adults, though. That kind of defeats the purpose. We don't need too many more botanists. Geologist. Yeah, we can get a good traded geologist. No spec. Oh, but a workaholic no spec. I'll take that. Yeah, we can get religious. We can get geologists. Really good traded geologists. Good traded. Yeah, we need the sexy. These are all adults. Looks like it. Yeah, I think we used up all the youths. So we just want to get a really good trait ones. If I'm going to take an adult no spec. Yeah, we can get a religious one. Rugged. Gamer, survivor. I think we passed by one earlier that we didn't. Yeah, gamer enthusiast. We'll take a gamer enthusiast. Launch time. Now, whether or not we're going to be able to beat this dust storm landing, well, we'll find out. Right. You guys are doing fine. You guys are doing fine. And with that in-dome maintenance reduction, I think we'll be in a lot better shape to not have to worry about using up too much concrete or other more pricier materials to maintain them. Yeah, I really wish you guys would hurry up. All right, we got more baby production. That is a good sign right there. I do like me some baby production. Yeah, this research lab needs more staffing, but that will come in time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit Sharky down right here in the middle and let people go wherever the heck they want to. You know, our no specs will filter into wells here. And then the geologists and engineers and botanists will filter into their appropriate domes.
Cable fault reported.
But otherwise, I think we'll be in good shape. All right, folks. Well, you know what? I think we're in a good place with our colony. This is pretty much a self-sustaining colony at this point. We are producing enough babies, enough children, to keep the colony going, so that even if we decide to go the euthanization route, we wouldn't have to depend on having more and more of our colonists coming in here. We have a very healthy source of money in here, with plenty more on the map, and with the right technology, which I think we could beeline for. Grab this. This right here would be a perfect new sector. However, I would not bother building a small dome here. I would wait until I researched my medium dome and then plop it down here. I'd also want to get the transportation network so that our colonists could go back and forth long distance here, because this is obviously going to be out of everyone's walking distance. But with all this water here and all these rare metals, I think we'd be in business here. Short and long term, plus with all this concrete up north. So that has been my series on getting yourself from the beginning to self-sustaining. Now, obviously, this will go a lot faster. It took us to Sol 66 to get to fully sustaining, but that's because we started on a harder difficulty. You know, less money, less resources, less perks means that it takes longer to get to where we're going. But you can still get to where you're going with what I've shown here. The only thing I probably would have done different from what I showed you earlier is I probably wouldn't have led with the diners. I probably wouldn't have led with the grocers. I would have led with the diners right off the bat, because that way we would have gotten earlier baby production, and we wouldn't quite have had such a population shortage there when everyone started turning into elders. We're over it now. We've got enough able-bodied, warm bodies to work our buildings, and we're shuffling in more, and the baby production is going up now. But I think a diner from the get-go is probably a smarter idea. So if you guys like this episode, if you guys like this series and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!